are also okay, are depicted as follows. You will see that we still have a lot of people. Okay, I need to say that this data dates to 2018. So the situation has probably evolved since then, but this is the latest data that we have collected in this comprehensive manner. So you will see that in 2018, 53.5% of the Syrians did not have knowledge of the Turkish language, which is of course an important obstacle if you want to integrate in the society. Here you will see some data about the socio-economic status. So you can have a look on the scale that has been used to depict the let's say a social class that is however determined primarily by the occupation. So you will see that 60% of the people are semi or unskilled manual workers or not working at all. So this is dramatic, and relatively few are skilled working class, around 28%, and then we had around 10% that are from a middle and upper middle class. The health condition, you will see that this is based, this data is based on statements, so on a survey. You will see that is not as bad as we might think, because 56, over half of the people have no complaints about their medical condition, but there are of course also some medical issues that are often can be linked to the personal situation of the individual concerned and what they have been through in their home country. Application to the health institutions. So of course, what is attractive is the availability of the healthcare. I must say that also when I came to Turkey last September, I was amazed by the quality of the healthcare and the solidity of the health system in Turkey. So it's something that is obviously attractive also for the newcomers. So now I've given you an idea about what are some of the challenges of the people. I should also say that many of them are young, and we have also a large percentage, about 50% of women. Many of them are at the age of at the reproductive age. So the areas of our action that we are focused on under the facility are the following. Protection and basic needs is mostly for the newcomers, for the people that have just arrived. Then I will change the order of the priorities on this slide. Then is the area of education, because we have a lot of young people that their obvious first occupation that will determine the likelihood of their success in Turkey is education and learning the language, but also health services to deal with the issues that we have just mentioned. And then an important area, which is now the central area of our intervention under the second tranche of the facility, is socio-economic support and municipal infrastructure. So the idea of socio-economic support is creation of economic opportunities for the refugees, whether in employment or setting up their own startups, businesses. And municipal infrastructure is a hardcore support to the municipalities that are dealing suddenly with increased numbers of people that are using the services, municipal services that were dimensioned for much smaller numbers of people. So an example could be water and wastewater infrastructure. Okay, here you will see a distribution of the facility per area of intervention. So you will see, as I said, that education is a very important area of our work, together with the health and okay, support to the municipalities and livelihoods. To give you some concrete ideas, here you will see that 1.7 million of refugees have been receiving support for their basic daily needs. In particular, you will have probably heard about the ESSN program, is a social safety network for the most vulnerable refugees that the EU has been running. Is DG ECO is in charge of this program, and under the second tranche we will be taking over from them. The idea here is that the people become independent, and instead of sometimes we are using the wording sharing the burden. I don't like these words, because we should not be talking about a burden. In fact, we should be looking at how we can turn the burden into an added value. We are talking about people that have potential. When I travel to the south, I've met a lot of young people that are that can have a lot of added value if we create the right opportunities for them. So we have also brought a lot of children to classrooms, okay, now with the pandemics, but there are ways how they can continue their education remotely. There are challenges, of course, we can discuss in the debate. And we have also significantly contributed to an improvement of their access to health services and their general health condition. In the area of protection, we have been working with DGMM, that is in charge of registration of the refugees and migration management. I will skip some of them, otherwise I will be too long. In the area of basic needs, I've already mentioned our flagship program, the Social Safety Net. Okay, here you will see a picture that speaks for 1,000 words. A young girl holding a card, a Kızılay card that we are using to distribute the funds. Okay, this I will skip, it's too much detail. So, socio-economic development is an area of its own. We would have to look at what are the needs of the labor market in Turkey, and what is the offer, what are the skills that the refugees dispose of and can use to find a job or set up their own business. And increasing their skills means, in fact, increasing their employability, removing the red tape that exists in Turkey. As you know, that in principle the refugees are allowed to work, but they need to have a work permit. So this is something that is a limiting factor. Something is an obstacle to formal employment. So there is a large number of people that are working informally, in fact, illegally. Here you will see some pictures of programs funded by the EU, where people have followed trainings to upgrade their skills in view of their employment, formal employment on the labor market. In the area of education, our initial ambition is we are working with the Ministry of Education. We have a program called PICTES, is now in its second round. It's a very successful program that helped to integrate school age children of the refugees into public Turkish schools. Obviously comes with the advantage of learning the language and increases their chance to succeed in their academic and professional career in the future. So, okay, is called, okay, here we have forgotten something. The program is called PICTES, and we also have a program to accompany this activity, is a conditional cash transfer, where money has been invested to motivate the parents to send children to schools instead of to send them out to work. Okay, here you can see some results of our programs, how many students received scholarships in different institutions, including Tomer, how many university staff we have trained. Maybe some of you have also participated in programs in this context. We have also built schools, so we are also working to reinforce the infrastructure in the area of education, and some of them, as you see, have been also upgraded with the latest technology, in particular the installation of solar panels to make to save costs and improve their environmental impact. Here are some other pictures from the classrooms with the children. I must say is very impactful when you go there and you can see the real people that we are talking about. I had the pleasure to do this when I came here last autumn before the pandemic hit. Here are some data from the area of health. I think I've said most of it. Yes, post-war trauma is obviously one of the challenges. Our priorities under the second tranche are now focusing on reproductive health for obvious reasons. I have described the target population, so we have a lot of young people, people at the reproductive age that need to receive proper information so that they can take informed decisions for themselves. And we are also working with them to improve their health behavior. Okay, I will stop there. Here we have some figures, how the money is distributed, but I don't think it's so interesting. The presentation is, of course, can be shared with whoever is interested in the work of the facility. Results, what we have achieved. So here you see that we have built 130 migrant health centers and extended migrant health centers where the services are delivered. The doctors are Syrian doctors that are trained doctors. We have also invested heavily in their education, and the idea is that when our programs come to an end, these doctors hopefully will find a perspective to continue practicing medicine and saving lives in the Turkish health system. Would be a pity to lose them. So we are now working with the Turkish authorities to see what perspectives we can offer to these doctors trained abroad outside Turkey. So you see a number of consultations, number of vaccines delivered, number of employed and trained healthcare staff, and medical equipment and supplies provided. So the numbers are impressive, but it's much more impressive to speak with the actual individuals that are working in the front line and dedicating their life to helping others. I had the pleasure to meet many doctors when I traveled with my colleagues in the south, and I was amazed by the courage and dedication of these people. So here you will see one individual that is working in the migrant health center in Bursa. Okay, this is what the migrant or refugee, migrant health centers look like. Some pictures. Municipal infrastructure, so I have already said, is mostly concentrated in the areas of education, schools and hospitals. We are building 2 hospitals, one in Hatay and one in Kilis, and more is coming up. We will have a 90 million investment into water, wastewater and solid waste infrastructure in the southern municipalities of Hatay, Kilis, Şanlıurfa, Gaziantep and Adıyaman. So this is something that is coming up. Things take time. Sometimes we are criticized for delivering our assistance too slowly. There are reasons for that, maybe is a question that we can discuss, but it's mostly the working methods and the applicable rules that keep us from proceeding as fast as we would like. Okay, here you will see an example of the equipment that has been delivered to the firefighting brigade in Şanlıurfa, solid waste collection and treatment in Gaziantep. So it's a top-notch facility. There are not many facilities of this standard in Turkey. This is a wastewater treatment plant in Hatay, another top-notch facility. You can already see from the aerial picture that it looks very nice. Okay, and with these examples, we come to the end of the presentation that colleagues have kindly prepared for me for today's discussion. And okay, I'm looking forward to discuss with you anything that is related to our assistance or to the migration and refugee question in general, taking, of course, I will take the prerogative that I'm on an academic ground or academic screen, and what I will say today does not necessarily represent an official position of the European Union. So thank you for your attention, and I'm looking forward to stimulating questions, hopefully in English if possible.
Okay, thank you very much for your presentation, Mr. Chlad, but we need to be host again.
Okay, you have to tell me how to do it.